Jonathan, first of all, how are you and members of your family? How are they doing? How are they feeling?
Yeah, so I would say for me and my 4 kids and my wife, we are very well. I would say healthy now, but my extended family, my brothers and their kids, we are all infected, and I have two members of my family that have been a little worse than us, but they are stable and they are very conscious, so they're good.
How many members of your family then have been affected by COVID-19?
Oh, proven, I would say 18, and we got 3 kids that have been tested, but the test is a bit hard to do, so it was not conclusive for those three. So between 18 and 21.
How did the virus enter into your family? How was it brought in, do you think?
So we all went to the praying and fasting week in our church here in Mulhouse.
And this is prayers during Lent, I guess.
Yeah, it was between the 17 and 21 February.
Right.
And there was a lot of people there and from many places, yeah. And after this fasting week, I was a bit sick because I felt very tired, some muscle pain, and I didn't have no fever, but I lost the smell, I lost the odors. But the main idea was like, okay, I got some flu or something. And when I heard of this possible case, I was like thinking maybe it could be that. But I said, okay, I will ask my agency of health. And they told me, okay, don't open the office and go get the test. And then I was positive, so I was very surprised because really I didn't expect it. I did the test just to be sure for my patients.
So you quarantined yourself, and then what about your kids? When did you decide that everyone would be under quarantine?
Of course, when I heard that I was positive, my family was I wouldn't say forbidden, but encouraged to stay home, and they were tested the day after. So when we almost all went positive, we automatically stayed home for the quarantine.
Okay, for people who might have to consider, or maybe are having to go under quarantine and wondering, gosh, how am I going to do that? What's your advice? How have you been managing with 4 kids?
Of course, you have to change a lot of things in your habits, and for the kids, because 4 kids in young ages, they need to change activities a lot. So we try to have games with them to explain them the situation. We do a lot of homeworks that the school send to us, and we try to live normally, but inside of the house. And when it become a bit long for them, we go back to the basis and we explain, okay, we don't do that for ourselves, we do it for the others. So they understand that very well.
And how long have you been doing this now?
For now, today is the eighth. I wouldn't pronounce it very good, but it's the eighth day. Number eight. Yeah.
Okay, so the kids sound like you're keeping them entertained. What effect is that having on you and your wife that you have the kids at home? You're home all day with them.
Oh yeah, that's why I would say I think we're getting tired not because of the virus. We're getting tired because of the kids. They're full of life, and sometimes I try to keep the 3 big kids with me so she can stay alone or just with the last one. And we try to put them not early but very early into bed, so we get the night for us. Yeah.
Okay, as more and more people are going to have to live with this, with a kind of quarantine, what do you say to them? I mean, there are those who regard it as their civic duty. It's a responsibility for themselves and for others, and others who regard this as something that's imposing on their personal freedom. What do you say?
Yeah, I'd say for me, what is important for all of us now, because probably this virus will get everywhere or almost, is to get what we could say as the collective intelligence to think if I do it, it's not for me only, it's for everybody. And when you do it for someone else, you do it for yourself too, because when it's like vaccine, and when too few people get vaccine, the sickness will spread. When too few people will take some measures, why not quarantine? But there is a lot of other things to do. So for me and my family, it doesn't change now anything. We got the virus, we live with it, and we will get better, and we will be healed very soon, I think. But I don't go outside for the others, because some people will get very, very bad, and it's for them that we will have to do it.